But I'm delighted to welcome to the stage, first of all, Iqbal Chahal, who's the Commissioner for BMC.
Hello, how are you?
Nice to see you. Welcome.
Thank you.
I should say thank you for letting us be in your city. It's lovely to be here. Yeah. Delighted to be in Mumbai this year. Lots for us to talk about Mumbai's transformation, but it strikes me that infrastructure will be so key to this transformation. Just looking around the city, there is a lot of work to do. Talk to me about the plan for infrastructure and where do you start?
During the last 2 years, we have given a very major push to infra development in Mumbai. We are building a project cost is about 45,000 crores. Then we have undertaken the world's largest ever wastewater treatment plants to clean Mumbai's sewage water back to potable level. And Mumbai consumes among us 4,000 million liters of water per day, one of the highest anywhere in the world. And just imagine that once we recycle them back in 4 years' time, there'll be a new lease to marine life. And I can promise that in 10 years' time, you will have fish next to the shore of Mumbai.
Wow, that's quite a promise. And you will deliver it?
Yeah, we'll deliver it. In fact, we're already delivering the first leg of Coastal Road. 14,000 crore is ready for inauguration, and it may open up in the next 2 or 3 days.
There are a lot of challenges that lie ahead, that is clear. Talk me through what is the most difficult thing to tackle in Mumbai.
Well, we had 2 major challenges that Mumbai didn't have a very substantial size of a park. And I'm happy to say that tomorrow, once our state cabinet puts the stamp, we will have a 300-acre Mumbai Central Park in South Mumbai. And out of this, we have 175 acres of coastal garden coming up on a reclaimed land from the sea. And then we have taken some portion from Mahalakshmi Race Course, and we are joining these 2 pieces together through a very broad subway, pedestrian subway. And by next year, citizens will have a 300-acre central park in Mumbai, in the South Mumbai. The second big challenge which we are facing is the issue of affordable housing, because we need to deliver affordable housing to our citizens who are living in slum areas so that their quality of life improves. So we are taking a lot of steps in that direction. I'm sure that we will clinch that also.
What is the most difficult element of that to solve? Is it about simply getting the resources aligned, finding the areas where you may build? Talk me through that process, because obviously there is the ambition to solve these problems. How do you tackle that day to day?
Well, if you see that right now we have almost more than 2 lakh crores of works going on in Mumbai, and if you add MMRDA works, it will be like more than $50 billion of works undergoing, which are under development or under construction. And we did face a lot of problems, but now I would say that you see in another 4 years' time, Mumbai will be a world-class city, maybe better than many other so-called world-class cities.
These problems are not unique to Mumbai. Other world-class cities face similar challenges. Do you look around the world and say, that's a really good way of fixing that, or that's a really good example of how we could do that? What lessons do you learn from elsewhere?
Well, I'll give you the best example. We used to have a lot of flooding in Mumbai between the month of June and October, when we have very harsh monsoon. We have 130 inches of rainfall every year. And every year, the local trains would stop, and there'll be a lot of flooding in areas. So we sent our team to Tokyo, which is equally dense city, and which is equally high rainfall area. So we learned from them, we borrowed their best practices, and now we have created holding tanks underground in many parts of the city. So when flood comes, when it's heavy rains, we push the water into the underground tanks, and when the rain recedes, we pump out this water into the sea. You'll be surprised and happy to know that in between 1st of June 23 and October 23, the Western Line, the Central Line, the Harbour Line, which carries 6.4 million people per day, more than 3,100 trains, they didn't stop even for a single second in the first time in the history of Mumbai city. We had a flood-free entire monsoon this year based on our implementation Tokyo model. It was first time ever that we achieved this feat of no flooding in Mumbai in the monsoon of 23.
Yeah, really important.
And this is going to continue now forever.
You touched on high population density, and that is one of the challenges as well, not unique to Mumbai, but how do you address that? Finite amounts of space, a large population. That brings its own set of challenges, doesn't it? And how do you start to address them?
You know, once we develop our infrastructure, like for example, now, recently we opened up our Mumbai Trans-Harbour Link, which is connecting South Mumbai to Raigad and Panvel. The window has opened up for third Mumbai. Earlier we had two Mumbais, Mumbai and Navi Mumbai. But if the government has just announced the other day that there will be third Mumbai coming up. And this Harbour Bay Bridge, which is almost 22 kilometers long, it has brought the distance from Mumbai to Navi Mumbai or this place, Panvel, from 2 hours to 14 minutes now. In 14 minutes, you can zip through that area. So this is going to open the doors for third city in Mumbai, and this is how you ease out the housing problem, ease out the affordable housing problem, and I'm sure that this is going to now lead to a third Mumbai very soon.
And I'm right, I think, in saying that BMC functions a little bit like a city government. I say a little bit. And I wonder what that allows you to do that is sort of beyond the time frames of sort of political cycles, because so many big infrastructure projects around the world are, cancelled at the whim of the latest political idea or a change in leadership or whatever. Do you have more flexibility and more ability, perhaps, to be able to take a longer term view?
Yeah. Mumbai is very lucky to have a city government concept which doesn't exist in any other city in India. I proudly say Mumbai's model of city government, which doesn't exist in other cities, even equivalent cities like Chennai or Delhi or Kolkata, here there's tremendous autonomy we have. And this autonomy creates very strong chain of command and execution with razor-sharp precision. Our success in COVID, where our performance was one of the best anywhere in the world, is precisely because of the city government autonomy and a strong chain of command and integrated chain of command. So since all these projects have been driven by the city government and the kind of autonomy it has, you'll be surprised that all these projects of almost 2 lakh crores, they are without any assistance from any banking loans, or they are not from any great help from Government of India or Government of Maharashtra. All these projects are own resources. And for example, this 14,000 crore road, which we're opening up, the first leg, it is going to be toll-free because we have not borrowed any money and we are not repaying anything for the money we spent on the road. It is going to be the first project in the world where almost a $2 billion project is toll-free.
And a final thought from you about the deep clean. And a lot of people will think, it's just a little initiative, picking up litter, cleaning up. It's not. It is fundamental to what this city can be, isn't it? Talk to me about the importance
this very good question. Our Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Shri Eknath Shinde, had this vision. He said, he told me, Chahal, that unless we get into slums, unless we get into lanes and by-lanes, unless we make them spick and span, only then we can claim Mumbai is a clean city. And I proudly say that the last Saturday, the 14th Saturday in a row, when 10,000 of us, including the Commissioner and the Chief Minister, get down on the roads for half a day, starting at 6 in the morning, and we brush the roads, we brush the footpaths, we then sweep the roads and footpaths, and then when we water them with high-speed jets, and we do it for small lanes and by-lanes and slums and narrow lanes of the city, and you see the effect is so much in the last 14 weeks that our air quality index, which was almost 375, came down to 30 a week ago. And this is not a photo op. This is not like a short time project. This is going to be a permanent feature in Mumbai for all times to come. And we're the first city in the world where a man like Honorable Chief Minister gets down on the street at 6 a.m. in the morning. We get up at 4 in the morning, and we sweep the city clean, and we are making it a people's movement. We always say this is not a BMC program or the government program. It is the citizens, the NGOs, the stakeholders, the students, NCC, Scouts and Guides, and our citizens at large, all must chip in, they must join hands to make Mumbai one of the cleanest city ever.
Congratulations. It really is astonishing to see all of the work that is going on here. Delighted to have you with us, and thank you for having us in the city for this event. Iqbal, Chahal, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.